All right, welcome back, everyone. We're meeting Florida's first official school-sponsored arm wrestling team and possibly the first in the U.S. pioneering youth arm wrestling right here in Jacksonville. I love when we do the first, right? So thank you so much. One of my favorite schools that I get a chance to go to, Duval Charter School at Baymeadows. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Hey.
All right, so we have the ladies at the arm wrestling table. Tell me all about this and how this got started, why you all thought this was necessary for Jacksonville.
Well, for me, I'm the coach of Team Jacksonville's professional arm wrestling team. And then I'm volunteering with these guys who run the school.
Yeah, so we got into it, I got into it a couple of years ago as a sport because a lot of people don't know how big of a sport it actually is, especially in other countries. Here in America, it's a kind of like a little underground scene, and I got into it through Chuck here, and I'm like, you know what, this is really fun.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the kids actually started seeing me and Mr. Owen got into arm wrestling. They're like, that looks fun, we want to do it. So we're like, well, why not start a team?
All right, so as we're talking, I want to see you guys showing us the best move. So Mr. Owen, tell me how this, gets started, and girls can do it clearly, right?
Yeah, so the beautiful thing about arm wrestling is that it's a sport in your own. It's kind of like powerlifting or swimming. Yes, you compete against others, but you also train for yourself, right? So a lot of them, when they're pulling, they're training to get better for themselves, and then they go against other people to see where they're at, and then they can reevaluate from there. But essentially, I think arm wrestling is misconstrued a lot of times as just a brute strength sport. And there is a lot of strength to it, but there's also a lot of technique. As you can see, like they use their whole body to move. They pull back towards them rather than just going straight to the side. There's a lot of little nuances to it that make it fun. It's like a chess game where you try to counter each other nonstop while also using strength.
Yeah. How did this become a professional sport? And this is, possibly Olympic sport,
I would love to see it in the Olympics. I've been doing it for 30 years. Wow. So, and I've been running the team for over 20 years. So the Olympics is always a dream.
Yeah.
Right? Always a dream. But it's been a sport in America. 60s and 70s. It started in Petaluma, California. And Team Jacksonville's been going for probably 40 years, and I've been running it for 25. So it's been around for a long time.
That is a long time, and I'm glad that you guys brought this and you sent me the message, because this is something that I had no idea about. You told me before that you all were starting it, and it's so good to see that even young women, especially it's Women's History Month, we love seeing this too as well. But can we see the guys? I want to see the guys get here too, and let's see how you do too as well. Shane, when it comes to arm wrestling, for folks who have no idea what this is all about, what should you tell your kids to, start to be involved in and start to get interested in it?
Yeah, so it kind of goes back to what Owen was saying earlier. It's not, a lot of the idea is kind of misconstrued. A lot of people think it's just, oh, let me just go to the lunch table and, try to pin someone. And actually, that's actually, actually the wrong way to arm wrestling completely.
Oh, wow.
I compare it mostly, whether you believe it or not, mostly to like UFC.
Okay.
Like you have to have the strength to do the moves and to counter each other. But a lot of it is, like you said, it's not side to side like you think.
Yeah.
A lot of it's tug of war, a lot of it's back, a lot of it's, using your wrist and hand versus their biceps. So there's so much to it. And these guys have been doing it for a year, and they're still learning so much.
All right, well, we have a minute left. I have to try this myself. I said I was going to do it. I told my producer I was going to do it. All right, so what's the first step before you can stand behind me? So I need your support, okay? All right, so what's our first step?
First step is you want to be as tight to the table as you can.
Okay.
One hand on the peg,
All
your
right.
elbow stays on the pad.
Stays on
So
the
your
pad.
goal is to pull her across the table that way.
Oh, so it's not down this way?
No, it's not. But if you're both pulling, you
Yeah.
end up sideways if you're the same
I
strength.
feel like she's going to beat me. She seems strong.
She's
You ready?
semi-professional. So, all
Okay,
right?
so
Ready?
I'm pulling this way.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Like knuckles to your nose. That's kind of what
wow.
you're aiming for.
Oh, my goodness,
All
y'all.
right?
Here we go.
All right.
Ready, go.
Oh, my goodness. She's so strong. She's so strong. I don't want to lose on camera. Please don't let me lose on camera. You ready? Just let me win. All right. All right. Well, guys, if anyone's interested in joining the arm wrestling team, when should they go about doing it?
Our actual season is year to year, so we start off in August. Our biggest thing we want to talk about is the March tournament coming up March 28th. It's actually open to all high school youth.
Yeah.
So we're looking at y'all, Mandarin, Clay County, all y'all, send out some of your big strong guys and girls.
All right.
Must be a high school student.
High
Yes.
school students.
Yes.
High school students. Yeah.
To join yours,
Yes.
you don't have to.
Join mine, you can be any age. Actually, I'm throwing a tournament in June, and we start with 4-year-olds.
Oh.
up to 70 and 80 plus year
Oh my
olds. So
goodness. All right, so I'm going to see you again. Clearly.
absolutely.
All right, well,
Whenever you're
guys
ready.
and girls, thank you so much for joining us here on Good Morning Jacksonville. Mike, did you see me?
I was very impressed. Very impressed. Not as good as your pickleball game, though.